Hi, Hiram here. I thought I'd show some fire starters that I made from this Duraflame Crackleflame Log. You may remember this from a couple of days ago. I used it as fuel in one of my Stovetek Firefly Lantern burns. It's a log thing that you get at the grocery store that you can burn in your fireplace or whatever at home. It has this brown stuff on the inside that's what burns. Looks like it's wax and sawdust and other things like that. But I still had this whole thing left over, so I thought maybe I'd try it to make it fire starters from it. So what I did first was, you've seen this before, this is one of those mug warmers. You just put your coffee mug on there and it keeps it warm. Well, I like using this for melting wax and stuff because you don't have to worry about them bursting into flames. What I did was I just scraped off some of that log into a can, put it on this, let it set for about, I guess it wasn't much more than 10-15 minutes, and it didn't melt, but it became soft so that you could work with it. From there I took the stuff and put it in this ice cream or ice cube tray. This is kind of a nifty little tray that the bottom is flexible so you can push the things out. So I stuck some of the log mixture in here in the bottom. Then I took some cotton, rolled it up into a little ball and stuck it in the middle of it, and then put some more brown on top, pushed it down good and tight and let it cool off. So then when it cooled, I just popped them out of here, and I had a little dome-shaped thing of that brown wax with a cotton ball in the inside. Now you may ask yourself, why is he putting cotton on the inside? My thought here was, I can give you two ways to light this now. Oh, I should add, the next step was I took wax. Because this was all sticky and everything, I melted wax in that same mug holder and then just dipped these in after I just drilled a little hole in the top and put a wick in there. So I just dipped them. And also, don't dip it while this wax is hot, because these things just disintegrate. You like heat it up and let it cool off a little bit, and then you can just dip them in there. That's why they look all lumpy. But my thought was, with having the wick on the top like this, you could light it with a match. Just like so. So when things aren't bad, get a good match here. Should be able to light them just like a candle. We'll just set that off to there. So you can light it that way, or what you can do is, if you didn't have any matches, but everybody's got the ferrocerium rods, you could just take one of the fire starters, and maybe that wick is a little bit too big. You could just take one of these, smash it, or cut it with a knife, and there you can see, I think you can see, the cotton that's inside it. So after you split this apart and you have the cotton exposed, then you can take your ferrocerium rod and hopefully, I haven't tried this yet, light it like that. So that gives you two ways to do these. One with a match, which is still playing there like a candle, or a faster way would be like this. Come on, don't go out on me. That should take off from here. It's funny. Looks like maybe my cotton method is the better method all the way around. Maybe I'll just forget about the wick part, because you could smash this and light it with a match too instead of the ferrocerium, but you can see how that goes. This should pretty much be able to start your fire up no matter how wet it is. I mean, not sopping, but okay. So I think I found myself a use. I just made a small batch to try them out with, but I think if this works, I'll make a bigger batch, put some of them aside for a time test to see if they dry out. This has got to get going. Not sure what's burning there, the wax or the log. I think it might be the log material. But look at that thing take off. Okay, so I don't know if you happen to have one of these Duraflame Crackleflame logs sitting around. You can make yourself some nice fire starters, coat them in wax. Maybe not necessarily need the wick part, but just make them so that you could split them, get at the cotton, and just light them up. Nice. So, I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions. And as always, watch for my buddy Max. Bye now.